Still on the Ondo, and Sean Kimbalo is still very much around. Aside from the People's Democratic Party, the other political parties have had a robust campaign traversing and crisscrossing the entire nook and cranny of Ondo State. How prepared are these candidates, the voters, and INEC? Our correspondent Sean Kimbalo, who's covering the election in Ondo State, takes us through the preparations for the election and the latest development on the exercise. Sean.
All right, now we are in the city center in Akure. This is actually a place popular in Akure. It's called Alagbaka, First Bank. Maybe that's the reason why they call this place First Bank in Alagbaka, because there's a First Bank here in town. And if you look just above my shoulder, you will see a lot of people who are queued up, and the anticipation is just natural because today is a public holiday. The government has declared a public holiday, but we just want to give you a sense of what is happening in town a day before the election. You can see the free-flowing traffic in town. People are just moving about their businesses just as normal. They're going in preparation for tomorrow. Because it's public holiday, most of the places that you will find in town are closed. Schools are closed to for activities today. Some banks are closed already. Public offices are closed already, but we'll give you more information about that in a short while. Let's tell you what is happening in terms of security. A lot of security deployment that we have seen in town. There are a lot of deployment coming into town. Earlier today, we saw a lot of security operatives that are coming into town, which gives you a sense of the fact that more deployment, as promised by the Inspector General of Police, that today more and more men on the ground will come into town. When we visited the INEC office yesterday, we saw loads and loads of security operatives from the military to the mobile police and the security, different security operatives. They were in town. And so similar thing is happening today in Akure, the city, the capital of Ondo State. But that again will inform what the voters will do in this election. Don't forget, there was a dramatic court judgment just about 2 days ago, which of course some voters are trying to get their heads around. There are a lot of rumors in town. Some people are talking about the returning officer. Some people said the returning officer that returned the election in Edo will probably be the same person that will return. We've been speaking to INEC, and they say that is not true. We get to find out later. But let's tell you about what the voters are talking about in this election. We spoke with some of the voters, and these are their views about this election. Take a listen to them now.
People come out, people ready. That is why government will declare tomorrow. My own advice, let everybody come out to vote for the candidate of his choice. So we can say everywhere, say there is a peace. After election, let there be peace. Thank you.
This is the overview of today, prior to the election. Tomorrow election is a very important election in the history of Ondo State. And to me, I have my own candidate that I will vote for, that have my own idea and value that I cherish most in the candidate. So that I employ all the youth in Ondo State to just go to their respective polling units, cast their votes, and wait patiently for the vote to be counted before they left the polling unit. So that I just generally, in the Akure start, I see that the election is going to be a very peaceful election. So that we are not praying for violence. And Ondo State is a peace-loving state. It's one of the most progressive states in the whole federation. But in everything, at the end of the day, our own candidate that we need in Ondo State, that we take Ondo State to the greater height, is what we are praying for to emerge victorious in that election.
Votes to my candidates. And what I can see in the situation of Ondo State as of now, the state is peaceful because of the maximum security from the federal government to make sure that the election will be inch-free. And I hope that with the cooperation of Ondo State Indigene, as a peace lover, we believe the election will hold and it will be inch-free.
Okay. What do you do here?
No, I'm a seller now.
Okay. Are you aware that tomorrow there is election in Ondo State?
I'm aware of it.
Okay. How do you see the preparation towards the election? Do you think it is going to be peaceful?
Spoke to
And then,
and their
are
views
you going
about this election. But again, let's show you that some of the students turned up in school today. They did not know that there is a public holiday. The schools are shut. Public offices are shut to activities today. But some students, interestingly, they appeared in school. But if you see the classrooms, if you see there on your screen, they are shut to any educational activities today. And so some banks are shut in Akure, in some part of Ondo State. But some of them are doing a very fast one, and they will be closing to activities early enough. Some of the people that we spoke to, anticipation are in the air, and we hope that there's going to be a huge turnout for this election. But generally, what we can tell you is that it is peaceful. The atmosphere is calm ahead of the very crucial Ondo State governorship election 2016. And it's back to you now in Lagos.
Many thanks, Seun Okinbaloye, a big one for the Ondo people. And I quite love the scenery until you said, you just reminded us that it's a holiday, because I was wondering the traffic was absolutely light on a Friday around the axis where you are. And we're hoping that the students would have gone back home now and sit back and see, for those who are 18 years and above, and see how they can be part of the process. We'll get back to Seun to give us more live updates on happenings around Ondo State. For those, that state will be going into the polls by tomorrow. That's in less than 24 hours, and the political parties are already set for that election. Don't forget that the campaigns are over. So electioneering campaigns are over. Now all eye is on the electoral body, INEC, as Seun did highlighted there. They're already with their materials in their office. We're hoping that security and the peaceful nature of the town will be kept during and after the polls.